right.
It says we're live.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Hasn't
Hi.
popped up on my TV yet.
Okay, good.
On your live Monday, there was absolutely no delay at all.
Oh, nice. Nice. It just hit my computer.
Yeah, just hit the TV. Blessing,
Hello,
Fatima.
everyone.
Welcome, welcome.
Hello, hello.
And
I
one of
am
the,
I'm a little nervous, y'all. So all right.
and Fatima is having wildfires up in Canada. She's in Toronto.
Oh no. That's not good. That's
No,
scary.
so they've got a lot of smoke in the city.
Oh man. Scary, 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 scary. Blessings to you that gets hopefully taken care of. All right, let me hit my do not disturb. Okay, all right, goodness. Oh, guys, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. And it's only with feedback do I know if this is, oh my gosh, if I'm even built for this. I might not be built for this. I don't know. I might not be built for this in public
Oh,
setting.
so a user request on your live earlier today wanted to know in Mark good good guy for Canada or bad guy for Canada? Um so we got two pages. The page of pentacles is upright and the page of wands is reversed. So I think he's going to be patient with delivering any financial news or anything that will be budget busting for the Canadians. But at the heart of the reading, we have the Ace of Cups. So I think he maybe unites the Canadian people and inspires them. And they tend to be a little more politically savvy than the average person in the United States. I see you moving, but there is no sound, and I don't hear anything on Hershe's side. Now, Hershe hasn't been talking.
Yeah, I've been shuffling cards. I
Um,
can hear you just fine.
okay.
Fatima, can you hear Maruta? Can you hear us? Hi, gorgeous.
Yeah, if you're watching on your telephone, sometimes one of my settings, I gotta hit
Hi, Dolly.
the sound all the way up, and then hit the three little dots, and then I gotta check my sound levels for my apps and turn that sound up too. Okay, so Mark Carney, Canadian Prime Minister, is he going to be a good guy for Canada or not so good?
Um, so first and foremost, okay, so listen, this is a soft no, right? Listen, I don't know anything about the person. I don't know anything about the character of the person, but this individual that I just pulled cards on, if this is them, the reason it's a soft no is because at first, the first 6, 7, 8, 9 months, absolutely, they're going to be exactly what everybody voted for. He's going to be doing all of this and trying not to do this when the promises come. But as soon as that, literally that 9 month situation happens, we turn into something just a little bit different, right? We turn into something that kind of blends in with the rest of the damn herd. We turn into something that slithers his tongue faster and slicker than most go-getters and hustlers alike. But this part is what I'm a little bit worried about. This is greed, right? This is 10 of coins in the worst position that you ever want to see it in. Only for the simple fact is you're not doing it for anyone but you. You're technically not even doing it because you're stingy as hell with your family. You're eating steak, potatoes, and lobsters, and your family is eating hot dogs. And hopefully they got some bread and maybe some ketchup, right? And this unkept promise, you're not even worried about anything but what you're bringing in. You can't stop anything because you have a commitment and all these promises that are not going to get kept. And I do believe that this, if you look real closely, that hermit is actually saying, fuck you. He's not really worried about trying to be the best constituent, I think. But that's what I got for that individual. I don't have a clue. Oh my gosh.
Stateside, we're going to go to Mitch McConnell. Oh, darn. Excuse me. There we go. We're going to go to Mitch McConnell. We're going to do a life force check to see if he's still proof of life. Let's see if he's still topsoil side.
All right, quick disclaimer, guys. So, I'm thinking about putting my hat in the ring to probably read on politics to learn about them, right? I don't know anything about them. I myself am not that way, but today is strictly practice for me, but also I've asked a couple of people to pop in and give their very honest opinion because I trust them. What in the shit is going on here? Holy crap. Okay, so the only ones that are in the upright position are the damn devils and the 9 of wands. Everything else is in the reverse position. So when I think about first and foremost, the one that's talking to me first is this 10 of cups. This person is not in a loving situation. They're in a situation where they are struggling, right? So this person, they haven't given up yet, but they're holding on, right? They're not okay, right? Hold on. Wait. I'm also getting that they're clinging to the past. We'll go into the devils in a minute. So I think, like, I think this is a situation where they're stuck. It's not clinging. I think they've gone backwards. I think that, like, look at this person. Like, look, there's head trauma here going on, right? I'm definitely feeling like something in the head is going on. Something like the family is there, but the family is there more for the damn support of what isn't happening. When you think about the 6, right? This isn't moving forward in this position. They're reverting backwards. They're holding on. They're in an unfinished place, right? They're reverting backwards, in my opinion. So I do believe there's some head issues going on, and that he can't really put his best foot forward because he's not the same person he was not too long ago. So I do got some devils coming in. I got 3 of them coming in, right? So I do believe this could be either the people that stand with him, sit with him, his chair people, his people that work with him, or it could be his opponents, right? They smell the blood in the water, so to speak. I do not think he's returning. I do believe right now he's doing everything he can to just hold on to what little bit of life maybe is left for him. I'm not saying he's dying. I just don't believe he's able to return without some kind of drastic miracle.
So he's He's been a senator for a long time for the state of Kentucky, and he holds a lot of very important committee positions in the
Oh
Senate.
wow. Okay. Uh-huh.
So that might be the sharks circling in the waters, waiting to
Yeah,
take.
there's only a few times I would see that many devils, and oh yeah, they're definitely sharks in the water. They're judging him, they're judging his move, they're timing everything out like precisionally, and they are talking about it. They are collectively freaking talking about it. They are waiting. I like I said, I don't know much to his situation, but I would say whatever health condition has him like this, um, it's I don't know. Yeah, we got judgment showing back up again, lightning showing back up again, three of coins in the reverse position. So yeah, there's a lot of greed coming in, and they see that it's greed, right? They see the opportunity, right? This would be the first for me, the opportunity that there's money involved, or that there's a chance to make some kind of money or some kind of materialistic value. But because it's in this position, it's telling me that it's those promises. They got to be kept to look good. They got to make it look like they're supported, but at the same time they're really not, because both of them are in a position of deceitfulness to begin with. You got lightning and judgment coming in. Lightning is the tower moment, right? This isn't quite as much pressure as this one is when you look at these two, because this one is the 10 of wands. He was carrying a lot of weight, absolutely, but at the same time there's an opportunity, with him having kind of the last word. He takes it with him. So I if anything, is like, if they're scared about him releasing any kind of like secrets or anything like that, if it is, I think it would be in like crazy little artwork where, do you remember like when we were kids? So my grandpa, when he got really sick, right? Like, and I mean, like, literally, he died on the 25th of Christmas. Like, on the 24th, he was drawing stick figures of like butterflies, and telling people to look for the stick figures in the sky, and drawing stick figures for birds, like, you know what I mean? Like, the complete reverting. Like, he wouldn't understand what he was saying. Like, my grandfather told you where buried treasure was on Oak Island as a mason, but you couldn't pick through it. You know what I mean? You wouldn't be able to stumble through it, probably.
So, so he's got my art abilities when I play Pictionary. um,
Allie, thank you. Ooh, my heart is going 100 miles an hour, because I don't want anyone to think I'm being rude. I'm speaking on anyone's character, because I'm absolutely not. And in fact, let me real quick say a disclaimer. Listen, I am not political in any way. I am an independent person. I'm a free thinker. I don't know the difference between the asshole in the room or the elephant that cannot and will not forget. So just know I'm literally only reading what the energy is, that as I'm pulling in either their initials or their first name. I don't want to know anything more than that. I don't need to know anything more than that. So I strongly need everyone's opinions to just let me know if I'm close, if I'm totally missing the mark, like, because um I don't know why, but I've got this strong need for people to take these dang on blinders off. Now, I don't know why I feel like it. I mean, these blinders ain't brand new. I don't feel like they're brand new at all. In fact, I feel like they're so old that they're dry rotted, and people are still wearing them, and they're so scared to touch them because they're going to disintegrate, and then they're not going to have the blinders anymore, and they're going to have to face reality, face a lot of facts. And I think it's time that we start talking about them facts. So Thomas and I have made this game tarot show, and it is, what are we naming it, Brother Thomas?
Blind Man's Bluff.
This is our version of Blind Man's Bluff, and it's all politics or political or the news or the hot topics kind of thing. And if you understand the definition of hot topics, it's just the now happening, the quick, rapid response without any knowledge or knowing of what it actually is. It's just what it feels like or looks like, sounds like, that kind of situation. I don't know what it tastes like. I don't know the color of it. So I'm literally just having fun. And I'm also trying to see what decks work good with politics, because I'm interested in maybe throwing my hat in the ring to jump on some people's channels that do it. And guys, we're talking big channels here with a lot of people. And what I don't want to do is make them look bad, because I have a lot of respect for them. So I need to know that I kind of know what I'm doing here. So even if I don't know the person. So welcome to My Man's Bluff. Go ahead, bro.
So for my Mitch McConnell Life Force reading, I've got the reverse emperor. So the emperor, the authority has fallen. It's not got the authority that it used to have. We have the reverse star. So a shooting star. It's fallen out of the sky. It's fizzled. And you can't see it anymore. And the life force energy seems to be in limbo, because we've got the Seven of Pentacles upright. So he's done sowed his seeds and done everything that he can do. He's just in a period of waiting. So whether it's waiting to come back around, or waiting to exit. So he's still with us, but like Hershe said, he's not in the state of mind to actually be functioning as a United States senator at the moment.
Little question. Is this the same guy that I did a test read on this morning when you asked me, was he still alive?
Yes.
So this morning, I like I said, I don't really know but what I pictured or what they showed me was this guy in a hospital bed. Right now, I can't tell if he's like in a hospital or if he's in a hospital bed on hospice at home. But I did see some kind of like, or maybe even a skilled nursing facility. Even though I don't want to go that far,
He's
I saw a man in like a blue and white pinstripe, like pajama, silky kind of pajama set, and he looked very very gray, very thin skin, very also very childlike. He like I said, I told Thomas, he kind of reminded me of the day my grandfather, we were losing him, which was Christmas morning 2004, and he had this very gray thin skin kind of color, but he was smiling from ear to ear, and he didn't have any pain, no worries, and he was just in a real happy euphoric place, like that there was something euphorically even the brain is doing to the body with the DMTs and everything. So like I said, I don't know what's going on, but I do feel like there's been some kind of head trauma, or as someone that suffered from a lot of aneurysms, I do feel that there's something that has happened mind wise, whether it be I get like Randy Travis kind of vibes. I don't know if he's had a stroke or anything like that, but I feel like he's just always kind of, now how you see him, he's gonna be very very euphoric. I don't know, but like I said, I promise I'm not speaking. This is just an image that they showed me in my head. He is in a rehab. And, oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my freaking god! Holy shit!
So another
Wow.
U.S. senator in the news is Lindsey Graham, and conspiracy theories are abounding.
Okay.
And last week he was in the Ukraine, and when he came back to the States, he had an apparent heart attack. What the autopsy came back was is an aortic dissection, which we know is a where the aorta detaches from the heart. And it was reported that he was a very heavy drinker most of his life, and
Um,
he did have coronary artery disease. So, but the Iranians did claim that they were responsible for his death. Now, did they poison him with something that would cause such a blood pressure force to cause the aortic dissection, or is it just um, they're claiming a victory where there is none? Is it just a political stunt?
Yes, it's a political stunt. It's a political stunt. Like 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 they actually are happy about this. Now I don't know why they're happy, but I also do believe that it was natural, guys. Like I asked, was it natural? I got the star. Like I have no other way other than yes. So for him, it was natural. It was natural, okay? It was natural. For them though, on the other hand, it's not. It's sick in the head. Yes, they did it because they want they're either trying to silence something or they're trying to get in someone's head, right? And I mean like all the way in someone's head. And they're either trying to expose something or someone or at least send someone to make them think that, whether it was the person that passed or not. But the person that passed died naturally, I believe. I'm not obviously going to say emphatically 100%, but justice is going to also come of this, and I think they are going to come about. I don't know. I'm going to say within 4 to 8 months, somebody's going to find out that it's all a bunch of bullshit. And then, oh my God, the tide is going to turn on their ass. And it's not going to be a good thing. It's not going to be in a good way. Because if I remember correctly, we kind of was there for Ukraine. We tried to help Ukraine. So if Ukraine is trying to say that they hurt one of our own and we scratched their back and they're not scratching ours, then, you know, America, we're kind of a greedy country. I think everyone knows that by now. We're very greedy. We want what we can have and yours too. So this is a vulnerable time for someone to take and play with fire right now because we're already cocked and loaded and not in a very good way. I hate to say it that way, but for his family's sake and anybody that supports, I do believe it was natural. I believe that, you know, some of us just have our time and our time is our time. But yeah, they are, from what it looks like, they're strictly doing it for a political pleasure, just to get into the mind frame and get into the heads of those that are vulnerable enough to actually fall for it and not have their own background or backbone to stand on and kind of tell them to kiss their ass. They're going to feed into it. And before too long, the truth will ultimately not be on their side when it comes out, because the stunting isn't what it's all about.
All three of my cards are pentacles, and the overriding one is the Knight of Pentacles. He's that slow moving knight, so it's just something that coronary disease has been building up year after year after year, especially being exacerbated by drinking. We have the Two of Pentacles, trying to hold balance, but you know, definitely politics can throw you out of balance. And the reverse Six of Pentacles. So there's no charity or love loss to some people who view him as an extremist. Now this is all alleged and, you know, not factual. You know, tarot cards are for entertainment purposes only. But another question that comes up with Lindsey Graham is he had a voting record as voting against many LGBTQ issues, voting against them, and many reports of him being seen with other men, and you know, rumors of him maybe being closeted. Uh, any confirmation that that may be the case, or um, was it just a case of he who doth protest too loudly?
Um, right off top of my head, no, I don't think he was in the closet. But I don't think. If I didn't know any better, I'd say the person that these cards are representing, they're representing a child or a childlike mentality of a preteen, teenager, or very early in their teenage, youthful years, and they are experimenting with stuff, and they maybe are enjoying what is happening in the energy of the who they are finding. And at this time, when we're at this age as a teenager, this boy, okay, just get it out, Hershe. We're creative with our sexuality. We don't really know if we just like men, because sometimes in the back of our head, if we're thinking about women, or if we're the same sex thinking about the same sex, we're maybe not letting our family know. And sometimes in our teenage years, we hold it all inside. Not all of us have families that will accept that, but I do believe that if he was curious a little bit at that time, I do believe that there was a family member that possibly found out about them and immediately told them that you can't. You'll not succeed. You'll not be this. You'll not be that. You'll not this. You'll not that. So I do believe that it was heavily influenced by the family at a very young age, with judgment, not being accepted ever, always having to stand your ground, always having to worry about judgment and people looking at you. So I do believe that he turned his way because maybe at a very young age he was made to feel very bad about it, and maybe he might not have been gay himself, but because he was curious to know what sexuality for him looked like, he wasn't given a safe place to try it at, and because of it he became bound, and he got a lot of broken things going on, and he'd rather stand against something than support what he doesn't understand or isn't allowed to understand. And he doesn't want anyone else to understand it either. He needs them to be in that same energy. So I don't know, but I would say this person is standing against it because they're too scared of their own maybe deep, darkest curiosities, not skeletons, just curiosities, being fleshful reminders of a childhood memory that maybe is frowned upon in someone's family. That's what I got.
So what I've got is I've got the Queen of Swords. So he
Okay.
he's got definite feminine characteristics going on, and
Just,
some
well,
gay,
okay, just because you have feminine energies don't make you gay, though.
no, but some gay men are considered to be bitchy or catty, or very cutting with their words. Will cut you quick in Z snap formation. In the Knight of Wands, so that's kind of a brute, going in there and charging with that fiery energy and temper. And then we have the Six of Wands. It sounds like that he thinks he was victorious in getting away with trying to portray himself as a cisgendered man, I guess is what I would say.
What is it? What kind of man?
Cisgendered, just a normal heterosexual.
Okay. That's just a normal man likes a woman, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We got to remember you're dealing with politics for dummies over here, so keep it simple. Keep it simple. I mean, we do have the number one teacher because Jeff is with us. So thank you, Jeff, for being my politics teacher. Because I'm always giving you so much praises. I trust your opinion more than any of them. So just thank you guys so much for being here. And Roman, thank you. And Linda, thank you. Are you guys safe from the floods if you're in Texas? By the way, I know Brother Thomas is, but if you're in Texas, make sure you guys are safe, man. Like above water and all of that. Please let us know. Again, my cards weren't done yet. So listen, I think he fought against this tooth and nail. I think he fought it tooth and nail, but I think he fought emotions within himself. I really do. I really do. I really do.
Whoa. I've got cards for this next one. The next reading is Elon Musk. Last month he made his company X, SpaceX, and Twitter X. You know, all his X companies are under him. He did an IPO, an initial stock options to be traded publicly. So he made about $18 billion in one day. He made in paper he made $18 billion in his existing stocks in that company, and then they offered up more stocks in this public offering, the initial public offering. Is he going to dump his stocks while the value of X is up and leave X high and dry? Or is he going to stay and rebuy the stock when they're after he gets rid of all his stock? Is he going to stay and repurchase his stock that was offered in the IPO at fire sale prices?
Ooh. Well, we all know he's a real fast talker, right? I don't know a lot about him, but I mean, you can't help but know him. I actually know this one, right? Know of him anyway. I don't know the damn man. I don't want to know the man. With that being said, I actually don't know anything about him either. But yeah, he's not never gonna stop chasing that dollar. I don't know why anyone would ever think it when you clearly I had to make sure that all the earwax was completely removed, and I heard that number for a very broke country. We're not as broke as we like to lead or put on. We got I got Knight of Swords, right? So what is the Knight of Swords to me? For real, it's chaos. Upright or in the challenge position. It's fucking chaos. This is somebody that's hustling you. This is a go-getter. This is somebody that's moving faster than their damn horses. And as they say, don't outrun your angels. Well, shit, if you're outrunning the damn horse that you're riding on, what do you need the horse for? This is literally putting the cart before the horse because you're moving so quickly. But I think he does it every time just to see who he can keep luring in. So House of God, right? This is literally the tower moment. This is so he can tear it down and rebuild it every single time. And every single time he is literally the only challenge. Because he's the only one that can compete with him. He's the only one that can compete with him money-wise. He's the only one that can compete with him franchise-wise and platform-wise right now in this stereotypical way and fashion and what he's playing at levels he's playing at. Nobody else is playing on the criminal levels that he's playing on because they're not seeing it as criminal levels. They're seeing it as this man is just so strong. No, not in reality, because this came out in reverse. He is literally Butterfingers for real. He's just good at making money, and he's a good ass hustler, and he's got a lot of fast talking ideas. He can fall in love with his ideas, but not be the actual man that can make them be the corporation foundation and literally breathe breath into it. It can be a short-term plan for him every single time, and it's going to come out and he's going to be the fat one, but eventually he's going to bust his own guts at the seam, because you can only take in so much before you literally don't even bankrupt you're bankrupting the banks and banks and balance and checks and all of that. And if they push all of us to learn budget and learn finances, but you're literally corruptibly balancing it in your own mind and your wallet and saying the rest of the world doesn't get any of the benefit of it, then this ignorance and this immature energy really doesn't have a healthy balance. It never will have a healthy balance, because they've paired the energy with the lazy king. And that's what he is. He's the lazy king. He has all the ideas stuck in the head, and he can point fingers and tell everybody where to go and how to do it. But the follow through, the strength that he really needs the system to have, the programs, the device, the chips, whatever, it's not there. It's not there. It's just there for a quick dollar. At least
Okay.
that's what I got.
All my cards are in the reverse position. So we start out with death in the reverse position. Big transformation. Taking X from private to public. Then I have the Seven of Wands reversed, so he didn't have to fight his allies for it. He was the richer of the people, so he just he conquered everything with money. He didn't have to. I mean, he didn't have to outthink himself. All he had to do was hire the best people around him to. He might have been the idea man, but he tasked people to make those ideas come to life. And reverse Ten of Wands, so he's unburdening himself. So I think he is going to dump the company and saddle the taxpayers with it, because the United States has made its budgets for its space travel, to the moon, and to continue that, they're dependent on either his rockets or the Soviets' rockets, and Texas is so greedy they won't want to give up the jobs or the spaceport or anything like that. So it'll be another bank bailout or auto dealership. General Motors, when they bailed out Detroit and all the car manufacturers in the 80s. So I think the taxpayers are going to get saddled with a big burden. Not connected with Elon Musk at all, but there is a TikToker, some online person. His name is David, but they spell his name D4VD.
Yeah, he's a rapper-ish gamer. Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know. Okay. I don't know the timing of this, if this was recent or if it was a few months ago, but a decomposing body of a 16-year-old girl was found in the front trunk of his Tesla in an impound yard in Los Angeles.
Yep.
I don't, as of the report I was watching, there had been no charges yet, but will David be remanded for trial?
So wow. Okay. From what I can recall, so I thought he was already fighting charges um on this. I thought they had already charged him
Okay.
with
Yeah. Well,
murder.
I'm okay. So I guess
Yeah,
that's a moot point question then. Uh,
yeah.
da, da, da. The world reversed, the Queen of Wands reversed, the Knight of Cups reversed. Oh yeah. Hmm. And it doesn't look good. Um,
Uh, no, no. It don't look good. So I don't know everything about the case, but I do know enough about the case. I do believe it's a couple of years old. The girl was missing for some time, like months had went by. There was so many different people that would come over. And they would have game night or whatever. From what I can remember, when my team kind of investigated it a little bit, there was always a smell in the apartment. I believe at that time he wasn't she hadn't been moved to the car yet. She was still maybe somewhere stashed in the apartment or whatever. But anyway, people would say how it smelled, and he would come up with the damnedest ideas and possibilities. He would always say, "Oh yeah, that's my sewer," or "That's the toilet," or "Yeah, the landlord knows," or "Yeah, that's underground piping," or he always had these elaborate. He even went as far one time as to say that, "I think a fish is stuck in my garbage disposal."
okay. Yeah, I couldn't tell how old the story was.
He I genuinely hope he gets what he deserves.
Um,
And I'm just gonna have to leave it right there. But yeah, he hit it well. He hit it well. She was a teenager, she was a kid, man. You should have just sent her back home. Whatever may have happened, let it happen. But now look at you. Look at you. You are a grown man. She was a kid. It should have never happened. It's
okay,
disgusting.
I got a couple questions about the reckless Ben thing, and then
Okay.
we'll leave it for today.
Okay.
Okay, reckless Ben and Josh Johnson are in mediation for the stolen Legos. Uh,
Uh-huh.
will this be a quick or a long process? All criminal charges have been dropped against Ben, so he is not facing any felonies. So no RICO charges, no
Um, so hold on, I'm looking. Hold on, I'm adding. Hold on, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 24. So I'm gonna say within 8 weeks to 24 weeks. I don't think it's gonna be a quick, and if it is, that's the lowest. I think we're gonna hit at right at about 6 to 8 weeks. For like what they call a speedy trial, and that's still not a long time. But then that's not including payouts. I don't think payouts are coming. I think that's coming, if there is any, at astronomical long way down the road. But 24 weeks, or it may even be 24 months. I don't know. Like there's 52 weeks in a year, so it'd be half a year, possibly to maybe 2.5 years. So I'd say 6 weeks to 2.5 years is what he's looking at time wise, maybe.
um and on July 9th, when Ben did his counter sue,
Uh huh.
to sue Bricks and Minifigs for the Legos, or Josh or Brandon or whoever he's suing. On July 9th, that same day, a new LLC was issued in Utah for Bricks and Minifigs.
Uh-huh.
So is this an LLC started by Ben to profit off of them moving their money around in shell companies, and now he can claim the file for the registered trademark, because they're in the secondary trademark. They're not in the protected trademark thing. Other people can use it, and they could contest it, but they wouldn't have the claims because they didn't do it on the stronger trademark filing position. So is this Ben, or is it just another shell company set up by BAM to protect their assets?
I don't believe it's Ben at all. In fact, I strongly think that it's a distraction. I get two of Pentacles in reverse. This is a huge distraction. They're gonna have to find a way to either start hiding money, and they're pretty good at hiding money. If I remember correctly, the last time we read on them, I believe I comfortably was saying I believe someone is laundering or someone is hiding money. And I do believe that did even come out in the findings legally. With that being said, I do believe this might just be another smoke and mirrors distraction. They've got to make it look good, but they've also got to find a way that make it look like it's not theirs when it is theirs. But I do believe it is a distraction so that they can find a way to hold back some money, because they're going to end up losing a lot of money, I do believe, not just to the family and maybe even to the rights that they did civically to a lot of innocent people that were just trying to help. To the state, I believe they should owe their own state a lot of money with all of the conniving and backhanded, dirty, deceiving little things that, when you hurt people and you get caught, you have to pay the piper, and that time has come. So, yeah, I think it's a distraction, unfortunately.
And if anybody has questions that they would like us to answer, come back and put it in the comments after the live goes off. And if you would do us a favor and hit the little thumbs up button, it helps let people know that we're here and we're doing this. And we'll do this again next week, possibly on Thursday.
All right.
And I hope you get some good feedback on your political reads.
I do too. I do too. You guys, please come back, leave comments. If you're in the chat right now, please leave comments if you want. You don't have to if you don't want to. If you are a future watcher, and you want to leave a comment, and not a question, but you want to leave a comment, please, I am doing this pilot run here for feedback. So, I do okay with constructive criticism. So, if you're not scared to put it out there, I'm not scared to read it. So every little bit really does help, good, bad, or indifferent.
And in the description, I have put the list of questions that we read on today. So if you want to go back and maybe get a tarot deck yourself and read on them, they're included after the disclaimers in the description. So I want to thank everybody for being with us. Hershe, thank you for spreading your wings and having the courage to do this.
I'm
And
nervous still.
thank you all for being with us. Remember, be kind to yourselves, be kind to
Can
others, and
I
go out and make it a great day, guys.
can I say something really quick before you hang up?
Yep.
Okay, this is my final Friday live for anybody that's here right now. I will personally send a message to my hostess for tomorrow, but I will not be reading. There will be no Friday's fixtures tomorrow. It's party weekend here in Pensacola, and Mosaic and I are taking advantage of that this weekend. And we do have a place to be Saturday for a possible meet and greet for somewhere in the near future. So it's going to be a fun weekend for Mo and I. And it starts pretty much as soon as she gets off work at 7 tonight. So I've got to get a little bit more of the housework and chores done because she's busy, hard working at her job. So I'm knocking out some of the house chores for us. And yeah, we're gonna get out and enjoy the fun weekend ahead of us. So no lives when we leave right now. You guys won't see me until Monday. So have a great weekend, guys.
Okay, you heard her. Have a great weekend. Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.